I don't think it's going to be Roman and Rock, although I really would like it to be Roman and Rock. But Biggie and Roman, because it's not going to be Roman and Rock. And I would like to see maybe a Drew and Edge combo, because I think that would be really interesting. I think that's where I'm at with it.
Okay. All right. For myself, Bliss versus Asuka's cool, but I don't think Bliss needs that. It's on top of my mind. Who would I would go along with the face Asuka? It would be hard to really come off and say, but I would. That's not gonna be. It could be Asuka and Charlotte possibly, or Shayna Baszler. That's a good mix there too. So I'm going to make it. If I'm going to make it main event, I guess I would go with Asuka and Shayna Baszler. That would be pretty cool. But I don't think it's going to happen though. As far as SmackDown, I would like to see just like you're saying, Sasha versus Bayley. SmackDown. The Rock's a long shot, and he's filming movies right now, anyways. But it's got to be either Roman or Big E, or I see it being Spear versus Spear, Edge versus Roman Reigns.
Okay.
That'd be interesting to see. And for Raw, be Drew versus. Man, that's a. Who'd you say?
Drew and Edge.
Oh, Drew. Who the heck is even on that's really that able for on Raw?
That's the problem. I don't think there's many on there. Unless it's going to be Drew and the Fiend, and I really don't like that setup.
No, I don't like it either, really. But right now, I'll just say Drew and AJ in a rematch. That's all I can. There's not really a whole lot on the Raw side going on. There's really not. So, yeah, I just say it's Drew and AJ right now.
That wouldn't be too bad. It'd be interesting to see how they would build a match around that.
Unless they're going to have Miz do something with the Money Bank briefcase in time. Yeah, if they had the Miz versus Drew McIntyre, I wouldn't mind seeing that, actually.
Which one?
Drew versus Miz.
Yeah, that would be good.
I think it'd be interesting. I think Drew versus Miz and Drew and AJ. So that's pretty much the options for myself. But there's really not going on a whole lot on Raw. I mean, there's really not tremendous going on, period. It's funny. It's like this time here, there's not a whole lot that they have for options right now to main event WrestleMania. It's bad. It's bad to say that. It's bad to see that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be bad.
I'm saying it's bad and sad to say that there's not a whole lot of options right now. There's not really anybody that stands out to be the main event.
You're right. You're very much correct. There's just, and that's really, it's just how WWE is. They seem to focus only on a few people at a time. We had that during the whole Orton and Cena era, where it seemed like Cena and Orton had some sort of feud every few months.
Yeah,
it's the same thing over and over again. It seems like they never learned. And you would think after a pandemic where they lost half their talent, you think they would learn.
You think they would, but it's just sad that there's nobody out there. There's not really much out there that really stands out as the main event of WrestleMania. And that's just sad as can be to really look at that. So
I agree.
Yeah, that's just where we're at. By the way, going into something that has been going on this week, some controversy, real quick. The Undertaker, Mark Calloway, had said
that the product is soft. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I guess some people are hearing his words as the talent is soft, and a lot of people are taking that as he talks about didn't see guns and knives and tough guys and whatnot in the locker room compared to the earlier days of his career. And people are taking that offense, and they're soft. And of course, the only thing I'm hearing about that is we had Drew saying, our talent these days are just as great as the talent that was back in earlier times. I can't go along with that. I mean, there are talented people out there, but their characters are not standing out.
My favorite response to that, though, was it was Evil Uno. He tweeted at someone tweeting that story, and he said, "Video games are greater than drugs."
Yeah. I think it's just a different time, different generation, and I didn't listen to the interview, that part of the interview, so I can't say anything right now totally about it. But I mean, as far as the product goes, yes. But the talent, they're great talented, but their characters are not really there. So, I mean, there's not too many characters that really stand out that much. Who are they? It's like, that's another issue. AEW sometimes has the same issue. Sometimes their characters don't stand out enough. But who are these people? What is their character, kind of thing? So it's an issue, and Impact has sometimes the same issue.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they do.
Yeah, but yeah, pretty much it.
Anything else you want to add?
Nah, that's about it. Royal Rumble is Sunday, the road to WrestleMania.
Yep, exactly. You can get us on Spreaker, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and you can follow us on Twitter at WrestlingSCool. Go ahead and take it over for the rest.
For Instagram, it's at Wrestling Still Cool. TikTok is at Wrestling Still Cool 90. Facebook is Wrestling Still Cool. You also get us on email at WrestlingStillCool@gmail.com. Let us know what you'd like to review, guests you'd like to see, and just say hey. Or you can get us on DMs on social media. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. And like I said, this is be the picks and discussion around Royal Rumble. Of course, we'll do a follow up after the Royal Rumble goes off the air and upload it. But that'll be it for us today. I hope you guys have a good night. And CM Punk to WWE confirmed.